Yeah, the dude that took that car, he just officially had the first court case in the whole young Dolph thing. So now that they got him, he must have told already now, because they're not gonna put like before they put you in the court hearing, they gonna interrogate you and try to get the answers that they want. So dude already gave it up. He gave the drop on everybody. He snitched on everybody. The dude that took the white bands, they told him that if he could admit to what the bands was used for, was it used uh, to plan to go to Makita's, and who set the plan up, and who was the people, the hitters, and everything. They asked him all that, so now they got it. Now they got all that info, and they're like, okay, we got everything we need from you. Now you could go to your little court case, and they offered him, like, if he tells on everybody and exposes whatever the boys want to hear, then they gonna reduce his charge to a petty theft charge. Like them ones where people be stealing out them stores, and they can't do anything to them because there's certain laws right now where if it's a little if it's a theft under $1,000, they gonna let it slide. So they told him if he snitch on everybody and tell them exactly what happened, then they gonna drop his theft charge and his accessory charge down to like a misdemeanor, petty theft, like under between 500 or below. That way they can't book him no more for that. So they're gonna let him go if he tells on everything. And then not only that, but a lot of people already coming out saying it's Black Youngster's sister car or girlfriend car or whatever, right? And she got that car from CEO Bobby. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like people already said it. I'm just saying it don't add up. Whose car, this and that? Like somebody else took it, but somebody else was driving it. It really belonged to this dude. So it's weird. But basically, what they're trying to do right now is all them other people that aren't like the main suspects, they're just gonna try to round them up and try to get them to snitch on the people who had the most like action, or the ones who was the real hitters and stuff. Whoever was planning it and behind the whole thing, they're just gonna get the smaller people to snitch on them, because when they can connect everything, it could be a big charge for everybody. Anytime it's a felony and somebody lose their life like that, then everybody could be charged with doing it. And so just like how in Georgia, if you was just there and you was if you were just there or whatever, right, and you just watch somebody, um, you could technically be a part of it. If you was doing any kind of felony at the time, you could get thrown in the mix of that too. So these guys, I mean, I think they're gonna try to either do them on a RICO charge because it was all premeditated, it was all planned. Like they took the whole car to come do the drill at Makita's. They knew it was gonna be at Makita's. Like it would be a dangerous mission for them to just pull up and get out of the car, not knowing whether Dolph was gonna bust back or if that dude with the whole Draco was gonna bust back at him. That's the crazy thing, is that like why wouldn't they just do a drive by? Why wouldn't they just ride by and air it out, right? Instead of jumping out the car and running all the way up to the window. Like, why would you do that if you don't have anywhere to duck and cover? Unless you knew for a fact that he wasn't strapped and the dude with the Drake wasn't gonna bust back yet. So once you know that as a fact, then that's why they jumped out the whip and did all that. But they wouldn't have jumped out the car if they didn't know who was in there and who was strapped up and if they were going to bust back. So they knew, they had to know beforehand that Dolph was in there and that he wasn't gonna bust back, or he didn't have anything on his hip. Like somebody had to update them and say, yeah, he in here and he don't got nothing on him. And then they already are in cahoots with the security guard dude with the dreads. So what they're gonna end up doing is wait till they get the update saying he don't got nothing on him and he's in there, and then they pull up and they can run up because they know that the security guard really not gonna bust back until after he's gonna make it look like he chased y'all out or something, but he was late. So they knew the security guard was gonna run out late, so they don't have to worry about getting fired back on. They can just run outside the car and make it look like something happened in the front, and maybe take the chain, maybe take the watches or something like that. But in the pictures we see, in the pictures, it ain't, when they're running back to their Benz, to that Benz, they don't have the watch in their hand. They don't have no chains. It didn't look like they put anything in their pockets either. So I'm thinking, like, even though they got charged with theft of 10,000 to 60,000, what did they take exactly? Or are they talking about, is that just a connection back to the car theft too? Everybody knows that when somebody gets like somebody's in court and stuff, you already know all the investigators is coming to their cell every day wanting to ask questions. You know, the lawyer, the DA gonna be asking him like, hey, go ahead and snitch, we could cut you this deal, we could cut you that deal. And basically he got people in his ear. So if he can't get a good sleep at night, he can't really focus, and he feels the guilt, he's gonna break and tell on everybody. This guy might end up, this Smith guy, he might end up breaking down everything. Like, he could tell and might tell on the wrong person that wasn't supposed to be told on, but actually did play a part. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to put the ties in with who this guy would know from CMG. Because if his black youngster baby mama or girlfriend or whatever car, then they planned it to get taken, you know, and so he is affiliated with CMG. These are all CMG little crash test dummies where they use them to bring down Dolph and take out anybody that's gonna be getting in the way. But like they do it so that they have an obstacle for their the people that CMG hate. Like they're trying to give all these obstacles. So they sent all these people on this mission and stuff. And you know, now they gotta fight this case. And it's like they'll just like they're gonna make it so, you know, Justin Johnson take the fall, Straight Drop take the fall, and these guys take the fall. But the people in the back of the cookie shop and Maurice and all of them, they're gonna try to pay less and less attention to him. Now that you got all these fresh new faces and names you're hearing, it's like they want you to, you're gonna end up, they're making it so you forget about Makita's and you forget about Maurice. Don't forget, Maurice gave the fishiest story, came out with a brand new change of clothes, and dude was over here having people say, he was yelling, stay with me, Dolph, stay with me, Dolph. You got a witness saying his car was pulled up already before any rounds went off. And you got and he's trying to say he pulled up after the fact, when the witness literally already has said and told everybody that you was there before anything went down. So that's one thing he can't get. Like they're not trying to lie their way out of it now. Now they're trying to be quiet, right? Because they realize their lawyers told them, y'all done talk too much, Raven. You talk too much. Y'all need to shut up and let the marshals and them come out with their news, and then that way the attention and pressure is gonna go off Makita's and onto these new people that we're hearing about. But so the lawyer just told them all that. So now they're playing quiet, and they're just gonna try to let that simmer down, so people aren't asking them all these questions no more, and people, and all that kind of stuff. So, but they aren't trying to lie about it no more. They're quiet now because they know, like, hey, thank goodness they came up with these other people who can shift the focus on. They done snatched up all the other people that were involved, the medium roles and stuff like that. Not the planner, not the one that's pulling the strings, but they got the people who are doing the action, right? So with all that, it's like now they can just sit quiet and not talk, and hopefully they don't get brought up back on online or in the posts. And anybody that really knows how to research, and they see the lies that's coming from their side, you can't rule them out. Everybody is gonna still be guilty until, even though, like, normally it's supposed to be you innocent until proven guilty. But when it come to us in normal days, like anybody now, right? You could catch a case and you will be guilty, and you got to prove yourself innocent. That's why they got to lock you up, and then you go to court to get out. You see what I'm saying? You're not innocent. You guilty now, and then you got to prove your innocence. So keep that same energy with Maurice, Makita's, Raven, all them people. CMG, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster. All of them. Keep the same energy when it comes to them, because they're not locking them up, posting and throwing the allegation, throwing the charges on them, throwing cases on them, and then having them have to get the lawyers and work their way out of it. They're not doing that to them, but they do it to us. So that's just all I'm saying, man. If anybody noticed that, go ahead, put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all want to hear.